Hello, it's Ryan from Building Body, Mind, Soul. We got an unusual, not that unusual, I guess, but really important, unique email request for somebody who had lost a loved one, and they said, do you have any meditations you recommend for in actual meditative state to connect with loved ones? Well, not to get into shamanism and shamanic practices where there's a lot, I mean, that's like, you know, literally, that's the rice and beans of that practice, right? That's the staple, but what is something that anybody can do? It doesn't matter religion, it doesn't matter any world religion, because all world religions touch on the idea of connecting with ancestors and lost loved ones. That is not that unique. And really, spirituality begins in a lot of ways where religion ends and then can fall short for people, or it can just, you know, not go and dive as deeply as old spiritual practices predating world religions could. So let's go ahead and let's do the 9-point meditation. If you're familiar with some of the very old Hindu or original Buddhist meditations or Jewish meditations, this may look similar. It is not the same. This is kind of a unique adaptation, but it is, you may see things reminiscent of each nonetheless, but this is something that, again, all people can do. And I would encourage all people to do, because everybody's going to want it to connect with their loved ones at some point who have crossed over. And not to get into the age-old debate of God, no God, afterlife, no afterlife. The short answer is, you know, well, first of all, there's much more evidence for actual death experiences, people that have seen things in veridical experiences, meaning things that happened, you know, 5 minutes after they died and they were brought back. And you can look those things up. Those things are out there. They're far and few between. There's definitely only a handful in the world of things that are corroborated and verified, but they're out there. And number two, also, I would remind people, what do you have to lose, even if you're unsure? It's so much better to live a life where, you know, your ancestors and your loved ones are watching you, judging you. It will make you be so much better and value this time so much more on earth. But at the end of the day, I couldn't see it any other way. You know, we are not human beings that hope for a spiritual afterlife experience, but we are spiritual beings just having a human experience. I think as you get deeper into the old spiritual meditation and practices predating world religion, that becomes painfully obvious. But here we go. So, the 9-point meditation. I will go ahead and I will see in front of me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, this meditation is split into 2 parts. You could slip into theta wave for people who are really advanced, people who will be non-theta wave, and if you don't know what I'm talking about with EEG and brain currents and brain waves, don't worry about it. If you're somebody who's advanced meditation practitioner, then I'm telling you, you could slip into or not slip into it. It doesn't matter either way. Okay. So we have 9 points in front of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I look at them as light bulbs, you know, and the light bulbs, but light bulb is not a great idea. It's a better analogy to say not so much each point is like a light bulb, but more like a beam of light that is connecting and emanating from you and it to you, both ways, bidirectional. So think of it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the intent. But this is only part intention meditation. Part of it is a spiritually guided experience where I want you to just leave the sides of you open. Okay? I want you to leave the back of you, behind you, open. I want you to leave beneath your feet open and above your head. And just so there's no misconception, when we talk about, you know, the feeling spiritual presence or energy, from beneath you. It is not to be associated with the old Christian idea, or a lot of the religious ideas of hell below you, heaven, or like heaven's gate above you. It's not. Just think of it as like heaven everywhere. Think of it as good, positive afterlife energy everywhere. So no negative connotation going down with an overly positive connotation going up. Don't take that idea out of your mind. Okay, here we go. Now, for those of you who are into energy meditation, you can mix this in with your Qigong, with Wuji. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it, but a way you can go ahead and get more spiritually in the moment. So you can rotate the pelvis forward, chin up, chest slightly out, tongue touching the roof of the mouth, so you shouldn't be able to talk. I'll keep talking, obviously, but every breath, nasal breathing only, through the nose, in the nose, out the nose, but feeling it here, third eye. So remember a little mouth right here. If it sounds weird, don't worry about it. Who cares? Just do it. Qigong stance for people who do Qigong or Tai Chi or Reiki. Remember a little space here, little space here. And if that's too much for you all at once, then just stand normal. You can even sit in a chair if you want. Sorry. Okay. It's winter where I am, and it's very dry out, so see if I can get through this without coughing. Settle the breath in Dantian, a couple inches below the belly button, right here. I will keep my eyes closed. You can do eyes half closed to half opened. Some people prefer eyes wide open. It's whatever feels more natural. I will start with number 1. So for me, that's up to the left, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Build your connection with light number 1. You should see these clearly as your eyes shut. You should share this meditation with lots of people because the world is on fire. Unfortunately, the world is probably going to end the way things are looking. So getting at least a handful of people to meditate along the way is probably a good goal. So build with number 1. Now remember, that light is emanating to you and from you, bidirectional. When people say, where does the light touch you? I will just say your whole body in general. But if you're already breathing in and out through third eye, right, between eyes, a little bit up on the forehead, you might as well see if you can connect all points to that point. And if you can't, don't worry, who cares? Now up, center, light number 2. Relax the breath. Dantian, make a pot belly, breathe low. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. Light number 3. Don't forget about the other 2 lights. That's the first half of this intention meditation. You don't just skip from 1 to 2 or 2 to 3. All stay strong, simultaneous. Four, left. Nothing else exists, just the lights. 5. May become a little bit intentionally harder with each light to keep holding a strong presence and connection to the other lights. That's okay. This is not an easy meditation. It's a very important meditation. 6 to the right. 7 down and left. 8 down and center. Try to hold on to the others. If you get overwhelmed, just tense your hands for a moment and loosen that right up. And 9 down and right. You are in 9 places at once. Tongue on the roof of the mouth, in and out through the nose. Keep holding all 9. The back of your mind, we're thinking about those that you want to connect with, grandmother, grandfather, a friend you lost, someone personal to you, someone you know that you are longing to see again. Or it can be a couple people. Keep holding all 9 points. When you hold all 9 points coming out of third eye through the forehead, imagine you are your best self. As you look forward, with your eyes open or eyes closed, you see all 9 points. You feel all 9 points. In your peripheral vision, even with your eyes closed, let yourself see whoever it is who comes to visit you. Whoever's presence you feel. This can be a very emotional meditation for some people. I've had students cry, I've had students laugh. It's however you feel. To your right, invite others from your memory, past loved ones. Maybe you can do a friend now, someone else. And you are just barely glimpsing them in the peripheral. As you look forward, even with your eyes closed. Don't lose the 9 points. You are still very much in your body. Behind you, it's not so much a person. It is an idea or a value or a virtue. Something that you either have and want stronger, or something that you want to fortify you to have more of. Of course, these could be things like honesty, resilience, being able to be tough in tough times, conviction, a strong belief and a drive to do the right thing. Could be sympathy or having empathy for people. Whatever that idea or that concept is. I have mine. You should find yours and let that sit behind you in the back of the head. Your eyes still forward. Don't lose the 9 points. Below you are any mistakes. It's the fading of any mistakes, any accidents, shortcomings, mistakes, errors you've made. And that's recycled back into the earth. Those are leaking through the feet, through the soles of the feet. Those are released. Like opening a faucet, cleaning and purging, those are coming down both legs, right through the soles of the feet, right back down into the earth. Let the earth recycle all those things. You can feel those mistakes, bad moments, you can feel those go right through like a tank draining from your nose to your chin to your chest, all the way down to the belly button, through dantian, through both legs, down past the knees, through the shins, through the ankles, out through the soles of the feet. Your spiritual loved ones who have passed on and carried over, they're still in your peripheral to your left and your right. Take a moment. Still hold on to the 9. A lot of things going on. And now above, top of the head, you see a light shining through the top center head. You can call it crown chakra, heaven's gate, I don't really care. Just through the top, going all the way up, 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 up. And it's going all the way up, but it's also going right through the base of you, all the way down. Remember behind you, that thing you want more of, that idea, that value and virtue. Take a minute, open your eyes. All right, very good. That is your 9-point meditation. Hopefully you feel connected to past loved ones and should share this meditation with people. It doesn't matter if they're religious or atheists or kind of agnostic or a little spiritual or a lot of spiritual. Forget all that stuff. That doesn't matter. All right, very good. Hope it helps. You can do that one as much as you want. There's no overdoing that one. See you next time.